Super excited for this drop. The new Divo Growler XL. Nice looking packaging. It's a White Mountain Knives exclusive. In the box you get microfiber cloth and a wire clip if you would rather use that. They may send a sticker with these. I'm not really sure. If they did, they forgot mine. They normally do, that's why I said that. Here's the knife. I picked the Damtanium Camel Carbon. I know it's a mouthful. With blurple accents, I think they picked the perfect color for that. Boom. Fires out, has a nice sound to it for a liner lock. This, of course, these are made by QB, who does an excellent job. I think does just as good a job as anybody on OEM. And the price, this version is $179. Before your 10% discount code, you can use your second favorite YouTuber's discount code because I don't have one. But the prices range from $140 if you get the plain black G10 on up to $199 if you get the polished DLC and titanium. Yeah, there's a ton of different versions. It'd take all day to name them all. But this is the first time Divo's used Damtanium, so I figured I'd grab it, and it also looked like it was the best looking carbon. Most color wise. Yeah, looks better than my last one. But still could have a little bit more. That'd be cool. Anyways, let's go over the specs. You got a 4-inch blade. And I measured 3.83 inch cutting edge. Big blade. Biggest knife Divo's ever done. And the steel is 154 cm. Good mid-range steel. Same steel they used on the original Growler. Let's put that up. Well, let's go tail to tail. See quite a big difference. And here's the mini. Yeah, wasn't as big of a jump going from mini to regular, but it's quite a jump going to the XL. I originally thought they were going to do part 154 cm and some were going to be S90V. I don't know what happened to that, but they are all 154 cm. This one is belt satin. And another thing they did differently, on the mini and the regular size, the flats were hand rubbed horizontal satin. On this one, it's just a straight lines all the way to the top. I kind of like this better, but this looks good too. Not a big deal. Not a whole lot of changes, but I need to get back to the specs. Satin, belt satin, flat grind. Kind of a sheep's foot. Call it what you want. Blade shape. 3.4 millimeter blade stock, or 0.13 inches, and loads of jimping. And the jimping is nice and sharp. Let's see if it's the edge is sharp. Oh yeah. That's scary sharp. This is actually the perfect blade for slicing. Really tall, flat grind. Really thin behind the edge. I've always loved the Growler. In fact, this is my favorite Divo design. I know they got fancier ones with nicer steel, but this is my favorite design. Yeah, 9.26 inches. As you can see, it takes up almost all my screen. A big dog. Don't know how many XL knives you'll see from Divo, so if you want XL, this might be your only chance, because he likes smaller knives. Let's do some size comparisons. Got the Tall Boy, which was their biggest knife. and the Fireball. Big difference. Both Divo knives. The original Divo Mash and the Divo Stout. As you can see, I got kind of a thing with purple, and would have got purple this time too, but I didn't want another barely any purple. Got the Kaiser Momo, which is extremely close to the same size. Accelerator might be a Artisan Cutlery accelerator, might be a hair smaller. Dang, already 5 minutes in. I need to get going. 5.26 inch handle, 0.49 inches wide. T8 hardware all the way around. And the weight is a whopping 5.1 ounces, which you'd expect for a knife this size. Let's see. No liners. So yeah, that's all. You got your partial liner for the liner lock. I don't see any need in doing a disassembly on this one. Alright, and the clip. For the first time, they're using their milled titanium clip, which they use on most of their knives. Well, I guess that one's different. But Tallboy, pretty similar. They didn't use it on the first two growlers, but like I showed earlier, you got the wire clip if you want to swap it over. I think I'll leave mine as it is, but I wouldn't have been mad if it came with just a wire clip. Let's check out the handle. You got a slightly contoured damtanium camo carbon, which is a blue, a light blue, and a pinkish, almost purple. Some may call it purple. Definitely in more color than their last knife, the Fireball. And your only deployment, thumb hole, nice detent, thumb flick. Yeah, love the detent. Good action, ceramic bearings. Here's your lock cutout. You got good access. It's about the same as the mini growler. But on the original growler, they did jimped lock bar. I kind of like that better, but this is good. No issues. Blade's solid. You could really chop some stuff with it. Inset liner lock. Barely any steel at all on this knife. Blurple. Backspacer, titanium. Blurple clip. Blurple pivot collars. And they're also selling kits if you want to swap your accents out like they always do. I'm going to keep mine like this. It's actually like the Blurple. Of course, Zircuti, DLC, a lot of stuff would look good on this knife. You got an excellent sharpening choil, plunge grind. Comfort wise, your hand's going to fit on this knife. That's for sure. You can choke up. Yeah. Dislikes. There isn't a whole lot on the list. Some people may complain about the price, but like this one's $179, then you take 17 off, so it's like right around $160. You're getting camo carbon, 4-inch blade, Divo quality, a little bit of titanium. Yeah, it makes sense. Would I have paid $50 more for S90V? I definitely would have, but I'm not mad about it. 154 cm is a good steel. Really nothing else I'd change. I did mention I do like the lock bar jimped like on this one. Not sure why they quit doing that. I have to ask him. The only other difference is from the Mini, if you got that one, is the horizontal satin on the flats. Yeah, you got a lanyard hole. Cool knife. Drops November 20th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, only at White Mountain Knives. Be there or be sad about it later, because they're probably going to sell out like normal. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.